everyone, we're back with some brand new final judgments for RasterMasterGames.
For Zombie Month.
Zombie Month.
Yes.
4 out of the 5 games we played.
Raging success.
4 out of the, 10 games we wanted to play got done.
But we do not have the time or patience.
Yeah. So,
or hair dye to paint.
You know how things work. If you don't, we have 5 categories: gameplay, graphics, audio, plot, and replay value. And we average out these scores in the end on a scale of 1 to 10.
Pretty fair stuff here.
Yeah. And we don't really kiss much ass when it comes to it. We kind of kissed Atlas's ass for Catherine. But
yes. Great game, though.
Great game. But we're starting things off with Resident Evil 4 HD, which was a HD re-release of Resident Evil 4 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Fourth port of Resident Evil 4.
And we'll start things off with gameplay. So
that would be me. I gave it a 9 because personally, still the greatest gameplay in the Resident Evil series ever. It doesn't have the co-op getting in the way like in 5. You know, and
Sheva!
You know, you can open doors on your own. You don't need Sheva.
Yay. I gave it an 8 because, you know, like everything else, it's a bit buggy, and sometimes the aiming is kind of hard to see in some of the darker places, as we noticed in parts of our playthrough. So, I mean, what are you going to do? But an 8, solid 8. Graphics.
Okay. I give it an 8 because it's HD, but it still got GameCube graphics. So,
yeah. I gave it a 6 because they're trying to sell this to you. The whole selling point for this port is, oh my god, it's in HD. Buy it now. It's $20. Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up and take my money. Yeah. I got it for free. But that's
still beside the point.
Beside the point. But the graphics, I mean, you can see they're slightly better, but a lot of the time, like some of the background stuff is just still, it's blocky a little, and in 2011,
kind of not acceptable.
Yeah, you have no excuse. So, up next is the audio.
Oh yes, probably the best part of the game. The music scares the crap out of me from time to time, especially when I'm sleepy or not expecting it. The regenerator music, man, especially with the that is scary stuff. Voice acting, holy shit.
You gave it a perfect score.
I gave it a 10 because I love the music and the voice acting is entertaining and such, but yeah, 10, you go for it.
I gave the audio a 7 because the music itself is great, but the music by itself won't get it a perfect score. The voice acting is subpar. Let's be completely honest here, Adolfo.
Cheesy!
It's Leon's lines are so
bad.
And then in this, HD re-release where they're trying to fix everything, some of the the merchant guy, some of his lines they just didn't sound
like they were there.
Like they were, yeah. It was kind of like they were recorded off a crappy little microphone and was plugged in at the last second. Like you could tell it was still from the GameCube version, it hadn't been touched.
Yeah.
The plot.
Yes. I mean, there is a plot there and it's actually pretty good. The story all holds together good. But the plot is basically go return the president's daughter from a midget and a hoodie guy. Kill lots of farmers while you're there.
And priests.
And priests.
What'd you give it again? An 8.5? I gave it a 7 because, as Adolfo says, it's there. There's not much to it, though. That's the thing. It's just pretty straightforward. This chick who wants to bang you really bad got captured by a cult of old dudes in Spain, and you need to go get her. And then kill these dudes while you're there. So, Oh yeah, and don't forget, he also has super AIDS, and it creates tentacle rape. Yeah. Thanks, Japan. Thanks.
Yes. And plus, which girl wouldn't want to bang Leon? It's the hair, man.
Oh, it's the perfect hair. Alright, replay value.
I give it a 10 because there's a shitload of stuff to do afterwards. You beat the game. You can go back, win special weapons. You can play mercenaries separate ways, assignment Ada. Get the special costumes.
I gave it an 8 because, I mean, yeah, there's all that stuff there, but for the campaign itself, besides the guns and the outfits, you don't have much waiting for you.
The mother of all bonuses is the light gun.
That's true.
That kills the Plagas instantly.
Yeah. Alright, so our overall scores are...
9. Still a great game after all these years. Way better than 5.
That's true. Mine rounded out to be a 7. It's solid, but I'm judging it not as a brand new retail release, but as a, you know, it's a re-release. But they promised that everything was going to look really good, the sound's going to be really good. They didn't properly deliver on everything, so a 7 is all I can get from them. And now we're moving on to our next game, and we're not going to name it by gameplay graphics. We're going to try and speed things up here. So this is a game that we didn't actually complete on our channel because I couldn't get a copy of the game, but I know how everything is. So we're talking about Dead Island for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and
gameplay 8.
7 here. I mean, there's not too much to talk about. You go, you run around, you do missions, you kill zombies.
You run in the mill zombie game.
Yep. Graphics.
8. Nothing too impressive.
8. I mean, when the biggest problem I have with the graphics are, once again, textures
Load
way too late. Like, you'll be in the area and everything just pops around.
There was this one part in the game where I walked up to a dude and he looked like a mannequin, and his face loaded in later.
Oh wow. I know that when the textures do load in though, the graphics are pretty nice, so look pretty good. Audio.
I gave it an 8. Nothing really special about it, especially Sam B's song. No,
that's the best part of the game.
I don't like it.
Hoodoo you voodoo bitch. I give it a 5, mainly because of the voice acting itself. The OST is not really there. It's pretty much a song on loop.
Yeah, and you know, the zombies sound great.
The zombies do sound great. They're probably really the highlight of this game, but a lot of the voices were just reused all over the island because, oh, I guess you all sound the same, huh?
Our boss sounds like this. Crocky. Zombies.
The plot.
5. Not really much of a plot.
5. It's pretty much, guys, there's a zombie outbreak. Let's get the fuck out.
Wait. I've been bitten, but I'm not turning. I could use this.
Yes. And then it's just, okay, let's find a way to get off the island.
Yeah. Replay value. I give it a 6. Not much to it, unless you want to play the other characters, which basically the same campaign.
I give it a 3. Unless you have one, you went through it by yourself the first time and you want to play it with friends, or as Adolfo said, you want to play it with a different character. There's really not much there. So overall scores?
Well, I gave it a 7.
I know a lot of people love this game, and it's a good game, but I'm going to have to give it a 5.5, which is just around a little 0.5 above average.
Yeah. I mean, not the greatest zombie game out there.
Definitely not.
And now we move on to our favorite of the
month.
month.
Onto a game that that will be uploading right before this goes up. Resident Evil Director's Cut, which we only did a few videos for. Mainly because we definitely don't have the time.
Few is an overstatement.
Gameplay.
I gave it a 5 because even for its time, I mean, nobody wants to do this and then I mean, they just run in corners and you get stuck all the time.
Yeah, I give it a 4 because, as I said, when we review a game that came out a good 10, 11 years ago, if not more, we try and base it around more of its time
back then.
Yeah, instead of more compared to like the games we have now. So, but I gave it a 4 for gameplay, mainly because what he said, it was still annoying as hell.
Alright, graphics. For its time, I think it's a solid 7 because, you know, the graphics, pixels were new, 3D was new technology back then. They actually did pretty good, like making the bodies and everything.
Yeah. I'll give it an 8. It's a bit high, but at the same time, as I said, you gotta think about the time it was released. There were exploding, amazing, awesome, beautiful Final Fantasy 13 graphics out, and we were just getting proper 3D models, so they did pretty good for what they had.
Audio. Oh god, the audio. Some of the worst voice acting I've ever seen in a video game.
Even like the movies from the 1930s were not this bad.
Like, I swear, they sound like they were stoned when they were doing it.
They probably were.
Chris, do not open that door.
I better go check that out.
Like, what the hell? Every time they talk, it looks like they're trying to do the robot. So that gets a 3.
I gave it a 1. It's just that bad. But it's so bad that it's funny.
Okay.
The plot.
What plot? I know there's a plot, but kind of like a Scooby-Doo plot, you know, like, gee, there's that mansion, let's go check it out. Come on, gang. We're okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, so I give it a 2.
I give it a 4 because if it wasn't for this game's plot, we wouldn't have 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the ones in between. So it's kind of the parent plot, so it's got to get somewhere.
The glorious remakes. Alright, replay value 1.
2.
Almost no replay value, like
Nope.
unless you want to go back and like force yourself to find the hidden treasures or play as Chris because most people start out with Jill.
So overall scores, and these are from its time. If they were basing off modern scales, we should say what we would give it as well. So your overall score for Resident Evil Director's Cut?
For its time or for now?
First for its time, then for now.
For its time, 3.5. Good starter game, but you know, horrible gameplay. Horrible voice acting. Good guy. I mean, not really much of a plot, so yeah, 3.5. For its time, for now, I would give it a 1.
I gave it a 4, and that's just because I kind of gave it the benefit of the doubt with graphics and plot. But if I gave it a now, it would have to be definitely a 1. It's just, it'd be unacceptable now.
I mean, people play it more for humor now.
Yeah, the voice acting. And now I'm going to make a quick little final judgment here for,
and I'm going to exit the frame.
For Plants vs. Zombies, which I only played about 11 levels of. Might go play more sometime, I don't know. You don't cut anything.
I'm cutting it.
The gameplay, I give it an 8. It's your solid tower defense gameplay. What do you expect? There's nothing much to it. Graphics are a 6. It looks like definitely an iPhone, Android kind of game. Audio is 6. There's no voice acting except for zombies are coming. Ooh, and the OST is a little catchy. I must admit. The plot is 2. There's not really one. It's just kind of zombies are coming, and you must plant things to kill them. Replay value though is a definitely a 9. There's so much to it. They're adding more probably all the time. I don't know, but there's a whole lot of levels, and you have such a different variety of the plants. So overall score rounds up to be a 6. So that is it for our Zombie Month Final Judgment reviews. Adolfo is behind the camera.
What a month it has been.
And we hope October is going to be just as good. Yep. We are definitely done with zombie games for now, but who knows? We still have Resident Evils 1, 2, and 3 waiting for a proper playthrough. So until next time, we're out.
Spread the word, you dicks.
Yes.